Hey guys, sorry it's been a couple days since I've done a video, but today we're going to be doing Sleeping Beauty. She's kind of like Cinderella. She's a little bit difficult. As they go on, they get a little bit difficult. Alright, so what you're going to need is you're going to need 4 colors. You need your ivory, your yellow, and your pink. Of the ivory, you need a 2.5 and a 2 inch. Of the yellow, you need 3 1.5s. But on 2 of them, they need to have a V-cut. You guys can see that. The V-cut. And then the big one is 2.5, and it needs to have a V-cut on both ends. Okay? Alright, you're also going to need a lot of pink. You're going to need 2 1 inches, but they're going to need to have a diagonal on just one end. Okay? You're going to need 2 1/2 inches, and they're going to need to have the V-cut on one end. Okay? You're also going to need a 1.5 cut, and you're going to need 6 3.5s. Okay? And that's all you're going to need. Now mine has polka dots on the side, so if you guys see the polka dots, I'm sorry. I just don't have any other pink. So, we're going to get started. So you guys can get ready. Okay, this is kind of like Cinderella, like we did her little skirt, but she has a lot more of the skirt on her than most. Okay, she's gonna have 5, so we're gonna just do her the same way that we did her. Now I know you have 6, but they always include one to be your the one that goes on your alligator clip. Alright, so we're going to do the exact same way. You're going to measure a 1/2 inch up. I do not see, I usually have a marker. Let's try to see if I can't find a marker. You want to have a marker ready. I'm sorry, I usually have one outline around, but I haven't done any crafts in a couple days. So, alright, so you're going to go a 1/2 inch up and mark it. Okay, and then we're going to lay it down. Alright, you can do it just like Cinderella. You start with the center first, and then you work your way outward. Remember, she's got 5 prongs, 5 pieces of the skirt. Okay? So we're going to go right in the middle. Okay? First, my glue gun decided to pour out glue galore. If you guys really don't know this, a little bit of glue gun will go a long way. Doesn't need a whole lot. So you're gonna hit one here. Alright, we're gonna go off to the sides now. My glue gun does not want to stay up today. There we go. You don't want to go too far out because you're going to have to put another one on the side. So do the other side before you flank out. Okay. Just like this side. Alright, you see I went too far, and I'm just going to reel it back in. Because you really don't want to go too far because you still got 2 more to do. Alright, so we go back to the other side and do another set. And then to the other side. Alright. Alright, so we've got her skirt on. Next, just like what we did with Cinderella, we're going to take our 1 inch and we're going to wrap it around her. Make sure that you leave a little bit up top because the other two, the 1 inch ones with the diagonal, we're going to be stuffing it in the top. So you're going to take it and you're going to, wrap it around. Barely sitting on top of it. Just barely sitting on top. I'm going to have fights with my glue gun all day, huh? Barely sitting on. You want to make sure it has a really good, but with it having 5, it's going to have a really good bulk at the top. So it's going to make it really easy for us to do this. Alright, I'm going to wrap it around. Make sure you do this really loosely. You don't want it too tight because of the fact that we have to stuff the rest of our dress in. So with this one, I usually have it really tight, but I'm going to do it really loose this time. So it's easier. Makes life just a little bit easy. Okay, so that's why I go a 1/2 inch, and you guys can see there's a little gap right here. You want that little gap. We will be closing the gap in a few minutes. Alright, so this is what we're going to do with the two that are diagonal. Is we're going to stick them in. Okay, I'm sorry. You want to put the diagonal sides, trying to see, we're going to put the diagonal sides upwards. Sorry, nope, you're going to do them downwards, I'm sorry. Once I get it in, I'm going to turn around and let you see. And get them to say. That'd be really nice if we can get them to say. This one. Sorry you guys, this is a little bit difficult. I told you guys this is going to get harder. And this is one of the hard parts. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it down a little bit. My scissors. That makes it just a little bit easier to stuff in. Alright. I'm sorry guys, I'm just trying to figure it out. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to place them in. What you want to do is you want to put a small dab of glue in there. Okay. Now with mine having polka dot ends, my polka dots are going to end up sticking unless you do it the opposite way. I do apologize for that pause, I was just trying to figure it out. Put a small dab of glue inside. You're going to pull this back so you guys can get into it. And you're just going to place them in. Now all you're going to do is going to set them in. With the V's going opposite of each other. Okay? To where there is a V. Okay? My suggestion is that you use smaller ribbon. Use the 1/4 inch cut ribbon. But it's really up to you. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull on and put a small dab on the back of her neck. Like that. And I'm just going to release this to where it catches it and it just holds it there. And this is what it's going to look like. Okay? And I know my little polka dots are showing. So that's fine. I do apologize for that brief moment where I was trying to figure out. I got lost for a minute, but it happens. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to roll her head down like we always do. Oh, there's my clip. Alright, we're going to roll our head down. Alright. And of course, I forgot to put her arms on, so we're going to put her arms on now. She doesn't look funny, she looks like an octopus. Alright, so we're going to put her arms on. You fold our arms in half, put the glue on the halfway mark, take it to halfway, and there you go, release. Alright, so now she doesn't look so bad. There we go. Alright, so next part is her hair. This is probably a little bit difficult. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to take the 1.5s that have the V cut on them. Alright, we're going to glue them at diagonal. That goes right behind her hands, okay? Diagonal on her head. So you're going to put a dab of glue on her head. You want to hold it and put it diagonal. And then when you figure out where it's going to land on her hand, you don't want to go too far. You want to be at just a little bit of a slam. And then once you figure out where it's going to go, you want to glue it there. Okay? So just like that. Okay. And then we're going to glue the other side just the exact same way. Hers, out of all the other hairs that we have to do, hers and Ariel's and Pocahontas', they're the easiest ones to do. Because you're just gluing stuff on. You don't have to roll and stuff like that. Okay. Alright, so it should look like this. Alright, if you guys can see that. Alright, what we're going to do is, with the 1.5, we're going to make her bangs. So put your little doll down. And just like we did with Cinderella, we're going to roll bangs. Okay. Sorry, I forgot to heat, so that's my fault. Alright, just like we did with Cinderella. We're going to take it, and we're going to roll. You guys can see this. And then you're going to glue it on the other side. And press it down. Now, this is going to go on top of her head. The little roll part is going to go on her forehead. Okay? Just like that. If you guys can see that, that's how it's going to end up going. Alright, so this is the really interesting part. Alright, we're going to put glue on the bang to go on the forehead. You're going to have to glue it. It's going to be a little bit difficult. Make sure all hand is out of the way, because this is going to get a little dicey. Alright, so stick our head right up underneath it, right where the bank is supposed to be. Okay? You're going to want to hold it there for just a few minutes. Okay? Give it a few minutes to dry. Okay. Once it is dried, you're going to want to take this and you're going to want to glue this part down. Okay? We're almost done. Alright, so we got that one in place. Now here comes the crazy part. Is what you want to do, there's a little slit. I didn't glue it all the way down, I just glued it in the back. There's a little slit right here where we just lay that glue down. And you're going to have to work on it just a little bit. You're going to try to get the hair, the 2.5. If you need to, just rip this out. I forgot to put the little poof in it. That was my fault. So, there's a little poof in it. I apologize, I forgot to tell you guys about the poof. So, you guys gotta get this all the way through. Okay, once you get it all the way through, and it's threaded about halfway, or here's another way, just thought of another way. Just a little bit less tricky. Alright, I'm going to stop it right here because I'm at my 15-minute mark. I'm going to make a second part where we're going to finish up the hair and we're going to finish up the dress. Alright, thanks guys.